Lord of the Tanks and the Fellowship of the Degenerates. Under the Himalayan mountains, a laboratory with enough distance to mock the English system of measurement, those barbarians using primitive units had just finished construction. A lone Baneblade tank sits wistfully on the cold plasteel floor. However dramatic that sounds is unknown to me, so shut up. There also a bit of commotion somewhere in the vast, dark and cold cavern that one can mistake the fucking thing to be in a set of a DC movie. A group of adventurers had gathered to to test out the tank's ability to jump into the warp, whether it would be safe. That remains a question. Uncle Tech Priest, the tech priest with a loose bolt in the central processing unit, managed to make a Baneblade have warp capabilities, and this is completely sanctioned by the Emperor. Fucking beautiful. Apothecary Proteus fucking Craig also is the apothecary of the team. Epistolary Mitrain, a space marine, and we have no idea if he is a toilet seat legionnaire or what, and we don't like those blue fuckers around these parts. Hojak the Oculist, a fucking goat furry. A scumbag with librarian abilities, not so clear, but whatever, as long as he burns the enemies of the Imperium then we're cool. Krieg Marshal Hands, a fucking furry too, look at his avatar, but he's a Krieger, so that's cool as long as he dies. Siegfried, a custodian with a sick sense of humor, willing to lose a few of the heretical Xenos in the party. The fucking adventure as of late. Right now they're in the mountains and boarding in the tank. Somehow they managed to attach a fucking dreadnought to a Baneblade like a strap-on and let that dreadnought dangle around so lewdly. The dreadnought, being asleep, does not know the shame his body is going through, so we can all agree that he was spared that wretched thought. Most, if not the rest of the party, are actually still non-moving living things and remain stuck like they saw the devil or something, and remain still until their own consciousness awakens, and we do not know why this happens all the time. Only the Emperor would damn know of this strange phenomenon, so we tolerate such silly handicap for now. Worst thing we would do is we have to shoot them in the heads as a form of mercy. So as they forced themselves into the warp without consent, they plummeted deep into your mom and found themselves high up in a strange land of fucking no return. There landed the Baneblade in a nearly catastrophic landing, while the fucking pansies had jumped ship and became privileged white men and had parachutes handed to them by the rich predecessors. The Baneblade is named Mr. Glub Glubs as a slave tag and suffered heavy, racially motivated structural damage from the warp soil as it struggled to emotionally strengthen itself and call out sexual harassment against its own tank crew. Now they are assailed by demons and hoping to survive like a bunch of children let loose on a minefield, and each step they take they may or may not blow up to smithereens. That is harsh, but I have no feelings.